Morning Moose Camping Part 2. In the first video, we talked about what it is we want to pack. Now we're going to talk about how we're going to pack it in that bag. Now, if you're just joining us, I'm going to post a link to the first video below, but we are talking about specifically going on an overnight 3-week camp where she is going to be carrying everything with her. A backpacking camp through the mountains, doing canoeing, camping, hiking, all those sorts of things. So we want to make sure everything is light, well packed, stays dry, because she's going to be stuck out there for 3 weeks. Okay, let's get started. Are you ready?
Yes.
So the number one trick is to pack everything in Ziploc bags. We have 2 different sizes here for different sizes of items, but that's just the basic, keep things dry. Don't try to pack too much into one. We're going to go over that right now. So her towel, we have that, check.
Yep.
Whoop. Next up we have pajamas. The only thing in this bag is the top and the bottom of the pajama. Check. Next we have socks. You may have noticed that there is a certain kind of sock that we are packing, and that is the wool sock. Why don't you tell us why that is?
Okay, from my experience, if you're going hiking, the best sock that you're going to want to use is wool, because if you have cotton socks, your feet will sweat and you will get blisters. So if you get a nice pair of wool socks, they're very comfortable and they're easy to use.
Great. And how do we fold those? So to fit them in the Ziploc, you take one on top of the other. Do not ever roll your socks. I talk about this in one of my other videos because it stretches the elastic. We need that elastic to stay up on our legs. So what you do is you put one on top of the other, fold it in once, fold it in the other time, and then put it in here. All her socks fit in there. So you can seal that up. Next we have shorts. How do you fold shorts? So you take your shorts like this, you fold them in half, and then you just roll them. I'm doing this very quickly. Normally it would take a little bit more time, but every pair of shorts that she has gone in here. I'll let you seal that too. So how do you fold the pants? So you take them the long way, you fold them in half, then you can just roll them for purposes of space, and they will fit in here like that. So both of her pants are in one. Now, you may notice that I'm putting everything in a Ziploc bag by item. You can also do it by wardrobe. So if you think your child's going to end up wearing the same thing every day because you're not there to control it, you can put, you know, one pair of shorts and one top in a Monday Ziploc, and then another for Tuesday. The reason we are doing it this way is because we've packed a capsule wardrobe for her, so it's easier to carry. So we put all the t-shirts in one because she's going to be mixing and matching t-shirts throughout the trip, just to keep it lighter for her in her bag. But if your child is staying at a cabin for camp, then you can do the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday wardrobe style, and then they'll be fine. So with the t-shirts, we have all the t-shirts in here. You take it, you fold it like you normally would a t-shirt, like that. Then I fold it in half one more time, and then you take it the long way like this, and you just roll it so that they all fit in here, boom, 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 like so. There you go. Shoes go in a Ziploc just because if they are dirty, you don't want the dirt all over your clothes. Underwear, same thing. Long sleeve shirts, same as the t-shirts. You fold them in half like you normally would a t-shirt. Then one more time, and then flip it and roll it and stick it in there, like that. Next up we have her fleece. That just goes in one by itself. Woo! Next we have her mosquito repellent and her sunscreen. Now this is okay if it gets wet, however what is inside could get everything else wet that's in her bag, so we put that in to protect everything else from what is in here. Lastly, we have the flashlight. You don't want to get that wet, and the knife. And then we're going to show you which compartment they go in the bag. And then the final thing here, we have the matches, which I spoke about in the earlier video. They are in a pill container, but I'm putting them in here as well just to ensure that they are dry. And the compass and the rope. This is mostly for organizational purposes why I kept them together, because that's something that you'll need when you're out in the woods. And then everything else is pretty okay. This is her first aid kit. We will put that in a Ziploc bag. And now let's talk about how we're going to put it all in there. Okay, so now let's put all of this in here. So first things first, we know that she is going to be wearing this when she arrives to camp. So you don't need to pack that inside because at our scouting camps, we require the children to arrive in their scouting uniform. So that means that this and her uniform, we don't have to pack in the bag. So that's good, we've got that covered. So the kind of bag that she has here is a stuff sack. There are different kinds. You can get ones that have the zipper that unzip entirely. That's entirely up to you. You can go to your local camping store and they can guide you better for what it is that you're doing, the weight of your child, the height of your child, all of those things. They're the pros. Just go and ask them. I'm not going to waste your time talking about that. So she's gone and done that, and so she has everything here that she needs. Okay, so we're going to put all of her shoes down in the bottom one. Also, it's important not to put too much heavy weight at the top because it's going to just like pile your child down. So you want to keep that in mind too, how you evenly disperse the weight throughout the night. Okay, so we've got those things down there. As I'm putting these in, you won't be able to see this, but I'm putting them in not like this, I'm putting them in like this so that she can easily access each bag. Because if you put one on top of the other, it's going to be really tricky to get to them. Okay, now another important thing. When you seal the Ziploc, don't let there be air in there. You want to get all of the air out so that it compacts in the bag. Because if it's a big bubble, you're really just going to be carrying around air. And there's not going to be enough room for everything that you have in your bag. Because in case they're heading out right away and she needs to access her socks to get a dry pair of socks, those are the top. Another thing we're going to put right at the very top is her rain jacket. Reason being, if they start hiking, it starts pouring rain, they have nowhere to go. So she's going to need to access that immediately. So let's get that at the very top. Where the shoes were, we can probably fit a few more things. So let's see, we can put the knife down there and we can put these things down there. So now it's just a matter of playing backpack Tetris, trying to find what can go where. These things you want to be easily accessible, so that's a great spot for them. Different bags have different compartments. So you can put different things in different sides. So here, that's the clothing, but you want to be able to find all your wash up here. So we can just shove that right there. Her hairbrush. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so this is another separate compartment. This is where we can put the flashlight, so that's easily accessible. Again, you want to make sure that all of the air is out of the bag so that you're not taking up unnecessary space. And then on the other side, again, we want to always have the matches and the important things easily accessible. So that can just go on this side here. And then probably this could fit in there. All right. Okay, so we've got that. Another beauty about these backpacks is you don't always have to store things inside them. You can store them on the outside. They have all kinds of little clips and things to attach things. Water is something she's going to want really readily accessible. So you can just use these clips and attach that like so. Okay. And then a lot of these bags, I'm not going to go through it right now, have different attachments on the outside for you to put the tent, the sleeping bag, and anything else that you'll need to attach to it. The sleeping bag is going to go in a giant waterproof Baja bag. I recommend those to keep dry because obviously that is the last thing that you want to get wet. This will probably fit in there as well, and it'll attach to the top here. The tent will attach to the bottom because that's the heaviest item. The hat will be on her head, and then we will be ready to go. All right, I hope that was everything. Are you excited to go to camp?
Yeah.
If you found that helpful, please check out any of my other videos or follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TidyMoose or visit the website www.tidymoose.com. See you later, everyone, and happy camping! Oh, me again. Another thing I forgot to mention is a lot of backpacks either come with or you have the option of purchasing a cover for the backpack for the rain. These are lifesavers. So what it does is it attaches on like this and it completely covers the bag so that you're not soaked. So you can still carry it, but it's covered and everything inside will stay dry. So that's a huge, huge thing. I don't recommend going backpacking without one of these covers for your backpack.